Hey, I'm Kat, and this is our daily tarot. I pulled over on my way back home. I've still been dealing with my catalytic converter issues, thanks to some people in Denver. But I'm driving back home. I got homesick. I need to take care of my plants. My friend was kind enough to let me borrow his vehicle. So now I am traveling home, and as a result, I am offering today's reading at a rest stop. I'm hoping you can hear the water of the river that's behind me, but there's also a lot of trucks going on overhead, so you probably will hear those too, and I apologize. But it is a new moon, so I wanted to at least break down and give us a reading of some sort today, because it is a pretty big new beginning. We have right now, astrologically, the sun in the sign of Scorpio, and being that it's a new moon, we also have the moon in the sign of Scorpio as well. And so we have this kind of like dark point of a new beginning right now. It's like where the seed is planted. That's what I mean by the darkness of the new moon, because we actually don't have any light of the moon. So it's a perfect time to plant the seeds of things that you want to manifest in the times to come. So let's go ahead and jump into today's tarot. We actually do have an opening card of the Magician. The Magician is a major arcana. We actually have 3 major arcanas today. This one is all about us listening to where we feel called and knowing that we have all of the tools necessary to accomplish what we feel called and move toward. Remember that you are a conduit. You bring light to this world through your interactions, through your activities, through your words, through everything that you do each day. And so it's important to realize that we are actually here to know that we can act on our own to create that which we want to create in our lives. It's a time of new beginnings. The challenge that we have for today is the Justice card. There's something going on in either a relationship context or a contractual context that's bringing some kind of challenge into our life right now. It could possibly be chewing at our mental bits, at our mental gears, so to speak, or it's something that we're really fixated on and focused on because there's something that's just not quite in place and quite in alignment. Now, the way that we're going to get through that challenge is another major arcana. So far we have 3 major arcanas today, which are speaking to major life lessons, which is also quite telling of this thing that's happening right now as far as this new beginning that's occurring in our life based on what's going on astrologically and how that's playing out in our own personal charts and in our own personal lives. So how we're going to get through the challenge is the Chariot card. It's having control over our senses and an awareness of our mind and where we put our attention, because ultimately where we put our attention can be really limiting and also really distracting. So we have to have that own self-awareness and that own discipline with ourselves as we move forward in a direction, so that we don't fall into, for instance, doubt, and we don't necessarily let other people's dialogues take over our own inner knowing and our own sense of direction and where we need to be going in life. Now, the overall outcome for today is a card of action. It is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is an energy of, as I said, taking action. It's a fire energy. It's like the ultimate, most pure form of fire energy, which is our will. So we have to take action in that area that we feel called to today specifically. And if that means that we actually need to take action in letting go of some things to make room for things that we need to bring in our lives, then it's a prime time to actually do that. You know, like take the energy of today and use it in a ceremonial space to let go of those things that are chewing at your mental bits, or, you know, the things that are keeping you from living your best life. And in letting go of that, much like a lot of the leaves around us are letting go of, or a lot of the trees right now around us are letting go of their leaves, we also have to let go of those areas in our lives that we have reached toward and grown that aren't actually bringing us any more nutrients or life anymore. So in that way, we can let go of those things. We can tap in to our own inner core and do some inner work through the winter so that we can make some effort in the direction that we want to go to. So that's where this fire energy ultimately comes from. I send you such a good wish today in this new moon as we go through this period of darkness, because we don't get to see the light of the moon today reflected, or we should say the light of the sun reflected on the moon, because they're so close in the sky. So in that way, we are in this period of darkness. We're in this place of inner observation, so that we can actually see where we need to be putting our energy toward and nurturing as we go through this winter. I send you so much love today, and I will see you again soon. If you're interested in getting a reading with me, looking at your natal chart and the transits that are coming up for the coming year, please feel free to reach out to me and we'll schedule some time. I send you so much love. Bye for now.